Hey guys, how's it going? So, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut up some thinsulate and I'm gonna stick it up there, specifically putting it in this area because it's gonna be hard to get foam board in there. And then put some foam board, inch thick stuff over top of it. Well, thinking about buying this Propax heater, and I forget the person's name. I think his name was Philip. He made a really good point. He said that showed me a video on YouTube of the guy showing how loud this exhaust is of the Propax, and often where I park near my ex-wife's, it's pretty quiet, and if somebody's walking by and they hear this loud kind of gurgling sound coming from my van, they may think, oh, what's going on here? And it kind of blows my stealth. So I got two or three possible things I can do about that. I was thinking of moving. Originally I was going to put the Propax on the passenger side, just the way the layout of the van is the best. But then I thought, well, if I put it behind the driver's side, then it's near the road, which means people will be less likely to hear it and won't be as big of a deal. Problem with that is then I have to move the propane tank onto the other side because I don't want this huge hose going from one side of the van to the other. It would have to be like a 12 or 15 foot hose. And when you have propane running through a hose like that, it just invites more possible issues. I'd rather have the hose close to the heater and kind of like in an enclosed structure, like in a cupboard or something. But if the hose is exposed and it gets punctured somehow, that could be bad news. So I want to minimize that. So the problem with moving the propane tank on the other side is the only place I can really put it is behind where I'm going to put my base cabs. But I want to put a seat there, like I might even call it like a lazy boy style. I'm basically going to use like a car seat bought off Craigslist, like from a Honda Civic or whatever. You can buy them for like 30 or 50 bucks. But I also want to eventually I want to have that seat on a swivel so that I can use it to transport my daughter. She can sit in the back there. Of course, it's got to have seat belts and all that. Suffice just to say, it's just not going to work with a propane tank on that side. It's going to be in the way, and there's just so much room I have. So, which means it really needs to stay on the passenger side. So my solution for this kind of problem is I'm going to keep the Propax on the passenger side, and then when I'm near my ex-wife's, or in a situation where I need to be really stealthy, I can just use my Wave 3 and use a Propax when I'm not near a situation where I don't have to be stealthy. So that's one possibility, and then see how it goes, see how loud the thing is. Another idea I had was I could take the exhaust hose, instead of sticking it out like at the edge of the van, I can turn it in a bit so that it's facing the street, which would mean that there would be less noise. I'm not really sure how that would work. I have to look under the van and see where I can put it and see how long the hose is and all this kind of stuff. But I think the combination of the Wave 3 and the Propax is the ideal situation. Another benefit to doing this is that if one of them, I'm going to have two propane tanks. The Propax will be on a 20-pounder, and then I'm going to buy a separate small tank, like a 10-pound tank, and just keep my Wave 3 on that. So if I run out of propane on one of them, I can just use the other one. That way I'm never going to wake up to a freezing cold morning, or I might wake up to freezing cold, but I can always just turn on the other heater. And heat is really, really important to me. It's the one thing to me, it's absolutely essential. I can deal without, running water and all that stuff, but I need heat. I want heat to be comfortable. And so it really doesn't use that much more space because the Propex is kind of on the floor and the Wave 3 is like this wide. So I think it's going to work well. Anyways, guys, just a couple ideas I had on how to keep myself in comfort with 2 sources of heat, 2 propane tanks, and the Propex in a way that will be used as stealthily as possible. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night.